We've heard things more from, what are expected from creators. This is what brands look like for creators. But then we have Tokes and we have Corti, and they've worked with brands. And my question is, why would you work with a brand? What are the things that, as a content creator, what are important to you before you start working with a brand? What are some of the, I suppose, challenges as well as a creator you face, when you are being approached with, by a brand or when you work with a brand? Yeah, anything like that.
First of all, the brand needs to want up me, That's like the first thing. So I think once we cross that part, it all boils down to what value they bring to the audience, how we can add. And if it's a brand I already use, or because in the sports side of life, the brands that mostly reach out to you are mostly centered around maybe gaming or stuff like that, betting or stuff like that. So then you may start having proposals from alcohol companies and the like. So it's all about delivering value. Okay, if this is a betting brand, is it a betting brand I have an account with already, or is it one that I know that I'm not scamming people, taking their money and all that? So once you cross that bridge, and then I know that this book can deliver value to the others, because I think protecting their interest is more important to me than even any payment I will receive at the end of the day. Because if your audience loses their trust in you and say, whatever you bring, this guy, it's not trustworthy or something, I think that's a bigger loss than any money you may lose. So that's once you cross that bridge, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll now start talking about, okay, the little intricacies. So normally I don't like working with brands that maybe want to have too much creative control on how I present the message to the audience. So I know that one has been a challenge as well. But then over time, you get to make them understand that these things, they should just give you the freedom to do these things, And then also, there have been a lot of people talking about people in positions of like middlemen between the brand and the creator. So they take those deals, and sometimes these agencies don't really. If I'm to talk about my own experience personally, sometimes like 1 out of 3, I know I've had difficulties with a couple of these agencies, maybe because of things like cuts or maybe stuff like that, maybe trying to overcomplicate a simple brand proposal or a simple brand deal that should just be executed simply. So, I mean, that's a couple of challenges that I know I've been through personally.